not listening to anybody. You not listening to anybody. Them phone calls got to coming in yesterday, left and right. Them DM messages got to coming in left and right. The peace walk with the PIRUs was a unity between the fruit towns and the treetops. They say that's PIRU business. I watched my cousin from Treetop, body laid on the ground, on Rosecrans, sheet over him. He got gunned down by a Fruittown PIRU. The guy from Fruittown PIRU is serving a life sentence right now. My uncle from Fruittown PIRU. My father from out of Fruittown PIRU. I came from the hospital, straight on Cherry Street in Fruittown PIRU. I watched the momos in my front yard lifting weights with my father in the garage. Before all these dudes you see on the internet running around, I was over there with my father and his friends and all them. I knew they fathers, I knew they uncles. I knew they big brothers. On the picture that I posted up yesterday, you had Dabo, little Dabo that I know from childhood, who I was locked up in juvenile hall with, when he was probably one of the only PIRUs that was in Los Padrinos with me, and he carried himself like a straight gangster. And I recall the Crips wanted to put hands on him, wanted to put feet on him, they wanted to get him. And I told them, y'all ain't gonna do nothing to him. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing to him. My people from over there, I got family from over there, I gotta go back over there. I ain't gonna let y'all rush him. That's all, y'all ain't doing that, straight up. He was my partner. I had another PIRU homie that we was locked up in juvenile hall, same thing. They say, Rock, that wasn't the peace walk. This is what I'm saying to dudes that's doing the reaction to. They say, Rock, that wasn't the peace walk. That wasn't a Compton peace walk. Rock, that wasn't a peace walk for the Crips. That was for them. You right. I never said it was. That was a unity walk for two hoods that I told you, my cousin, I watched him bleed out on the ground from Treetop. I got family from Fruittown. So I'm glad to see, because I grew up when it was fruit trees. I grew up watching the Fruittowns and the Treetops interact with each other. I watched them shoot dice on Cherry Rock on Cherry Street. I seen it with my own eyes. Yeah, I ain't one of these dudes from Compton. I know what's going on in my city, especially on that side of town. My only issue was the disrespect with the dude throwing the FU finger up to the C sign. I feel like I got an internet presence. Rock, say something about that. Let's correct that, because I could bring awareness. Even though they've been doing that, that's their enemies. Cool, I understand that. Even though the Crips do the same thing. They threw up the FU finger, but we need to eliminate that from that. We need to get that out the way. We need to erase that from the game. Because I'm trying to save a life. Y'all don't see the videos where I'm talking about the rappers that's disrespecting the dead, they getting knocked down, they getting chipped. I'm telling people, man, don't disrespect the dead, man. I'm on the internet, look at my videos before y'all get to talking and running your mouth. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm the dude that's on there. I'm not doing reaction to everybody's videos, repeating and stopping the video and pause. No, I get on here and I say some realism. Every now and then, I do my own original content. This is called original content. This ain't no reaction video. This is the real deal when I come out here. We ain't sitting in front of no green screen. We outside. Well, I'm outside in my little spot that I like to do my videos at. It's peaceful. I'm not in the hood. Do that look like the hood to y'all? Nigga, we trying to make it about this motherfucker. We trying to get money. We ain't trying to be stuck up in this motherfucker. We trying to make it up out of here. We trying to rise to the top. It's a time to go to the hood. It ain't time to go to the hood. Ain't shit in the hood for me right now. I'm trying to get some money, man. Point blank, period. If you don't understand that, you just a dumb motherfucker. And you can get the fuck up off my channel. Go subscribe to somebody else's shit. if you don't understand that part of the game. Now, if I could bring awareness to that, these gang signs, when you get to doing this and you get to doing this, that's an issue. That's a problem. That makes you a target. You're already banging, you're already a target as it is. But these are not kids. These are not 15-year-old kids. These are not 16-year-old kids. These is 40-year-old dudes, 30-year-old dudes, dudes in their 20s. These are adults. These ain't no kids. Grown men on here. It's the grown men on the internet with most of the shit going on anyway. It ain't no 15 to 16-year-old like when we was coming up. We was the problems, the 15, 14, 13. We was terrorizing the shit. Some of the shit that I see, some of these 40-year-old, 30-year-old, 20-year-old, we did that shit as kids, man. Grow the fuck up. We did that shit as kids. I got phone calls for some breathables. And like rock, you know, that wasn't cool, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, they bang it and you know how it go, man. The Crips do it too, you know what I'm saying? We just got, on our picture, it was more exposed because, you know, but that's just how I said, I understand, I get it. Trust me, I get it, I understand. But it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. If I could save you, if I could make you aware, because sometimes dudes don't got the same common sense you got. Some dudes might not even be aware because they so used of a habit. This is a habit. And you might say, man, you've been smoking them cigarettes for a long time, man. You might want to, my people just died from cancer. They've been smoking the same time you've been smoking, man. You might want to kick back on the cigarette. And he might like, you know what, I have been. They don't even realize because it's a habit. We are creatures of habit. They might not get it. They might not understand that. But as long as the message is up, this gonna stay here. It could be somebody else that might just stumble across my page and check out a video and say, you know what? I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna take it from somebody that lived that life, that been there. I ain't gonna throw up the FU finger to their hood. I ain't gonna disrespect the dead. I'm not gonna be in the hood every single day of my life. It's more, your hood is just this small in the world. It's a big old world. You got people that's getting knocked down, get murdered, and I haven't even been to Japan. I want to go to Japan. They got the lowrider culture in Japan. I'm a lowride nigga. I want to go out there and hit me some switches in Japan. I haven't even been to, it's states that we have some people that haven't even been out the country. I want to go to Jamaica. Shout out JT Bigger Figure, man. He went out there to Africa. And we thought that they didn't like us in Africa. You know, the stuff that they teach us out here to keep us thrown off. We can't go back to Africa. JT the Bigger Figure just showed us he had a spot out. He lived out there in Africa for down there a year. We died and we ain't even been nowhere. We ain't even been out the country. But we died. We experts at knocking each other down. The same homicides that y'all doing on each other, if you crazy like that, if you built like that, run up in the bank and go get you some money about it. I ain't saying do it, but I'm just saying y'all knocking each other down. I done did my drive-by shootings. I done did my time for 187. I done been that route. I ain't never had a 2-3 million cash in front of me. You give half. Do y'all remember when the pandemic was going on and people was getting all that free money? They were stealing that EDD money. They were stealing that PPP loan money. You didn't see not one homicide in the city of Compton. You didn't see one homicide nowhere in any black community when they was giving that free money out. Now tell me I'm lying. So is half of the problem because people is broke? They ain't got no money? You mean to tell me that when you go home and you see your kids, they crying, and your baby mama, she complaining because you ain't taking care of the household, you ain't got no money? Is this the problem? Half of y'all I see on the internet every single day in y'all hood. When do you have enough time to spend with your kids if you in the set all day, every goddamn day? You in the hood every day. I don't see you at your kids' football games. I don't see you at your kids' baseball games. I don't see you at your kids' soccer games. Y'all illustrate waving your flag and throwing up your hood and this and that and this and all that old shit more than you do with your kids. And then when you're spending time with your kids, you don't record memories and post them up on your YouTube channel, on your Instagram channel, so your kids can go back and look and say, man, my daddy, dude, I didn't even know these videos existed. But y'all will load up the bullshit. I said something about I want the Crips to come together and do a peace walk. I went to sleep last night after looking at my video. Woke up and turned my video on, looked at some of the comments. And I know it's a bunch of squares in the comments. It's some real dudes in the comments. It's some fake pages in the comments. It's some polices that's in them comments. And I'm reading all this stuff. And I say, you know what, Rock? Hell, if they don't want to peace up and get their shit together, let them be. Focus on yourself at this point, man. Focus on yourself. Get your money and go to Japan where you want to go. Go to Jamaica where you want to go. Go enjoy life. These niggas don't want it. Shout out to the dudes that want it. And that's no disrespect to the PIRUs on that video I made. It's no disrespect. Just a little bit of enlightenment. A little eye-opener. Hopefully that I reached somebody. All I want to reach is one. Hopefully I reached somebody. There's never no disrespect. PIRUs called me yesterday. I got homies that's PIRUs. I grew up in a PIRU neighborhood. I got friends that's PIRUs. I got homies that's Bloods. I got friends that's so-called enemies. When I was in the penitentiary, them same so-called enemies, we squabbled back to back. He got my back, I got his back. When he was hungry and I had food in my cell, I made sure, there you go, homie. So-called enemies that slid burners up under the door. Hey, go a burner, man, you gonna need that. I know the real. Some of y'all don't know the real because y'all ain't been nowhere. I know the real. I know the highest reward. I know where you're going. I know when you step up in that motherfucking jail cell and that nigga that you've been shooting at your whole motherfucking time, your existence of gang banging that same nigga, y'all gonna get along. Because you ain't bigger than Compton. Y'all gonna get along. Because that Compton is bigger than your hood. Yeah, y'all gonna get along. Because that Compton Crip shit is bigger than your hood. And guess what? You go against that, they gonna ball you up, they gonna roll you up, they gonna sock you up, they gonna stab you up, they gonna get your ass up out of there if you ain't with this Compton Crip shit. So don't be fooled, because I know. Is we promoting that? If that's what you want to live, I might as well give you the game and lace you up. I ain't gonna hold it for myself. I'm on my last chapter. I got probably what one. I'm in the fourth quarter, man. I didn't made it. A lot of y'all, man, that old ass nigga. This, yeah, I'm glad to be this motherfucking age. I made it. I survived. Niggas is dying in their 20s. Niggas is dying in their 30s. Niggas is dying in their 40s. Niggas is dying in their 50s from gang violence, nigga. The ones who ain't made it here, I hope you make it here. Yeah, I welcome you to this side of the motherfucking fence. I hope you make it here. I hope your mama ain't gotta bury you. I hope you gotta go see your mother get buried. Your kids should see you getting buried. Some of y'all ain't make it because you're too tough, nigga. You're caught up in the illusion, nigga. You're blind, nigga. You're gone, nigga. Take some motherfucking advice from a nigga that done been down the road, nigga. That done been that way. That done been where you going. It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV. Wake your motherfucking ass up before they cover your ass up. Go on to the next one.